Are we? But I'm trying to go live on Instagram. It's never as easy as I want it to be. There we go! Live! Yay! No, nobody's excited. We are live, you guys! Oh. Aren't y'all excited that we're...
I'm waiting for that. We're live. So we are live. And yes, we're doing Instagram because that's always the one that...
Yes, exactly.
Takes a second. So we're just going to go ahead and start it. Hey, for women of FWA. It's on two different laptops.
Sorry. I didn't know it was going to be that big of a problem. We're only 7 minutes late because of Veronica and stuff. She kind of, when she was younger, she really wanted to be ingrained into the company and like go around sales calls and stuff. And now
stay afloat. And then with the tax knowledge that I had, and a lot of times on Facebook, you know, I find myself engaging with, I hate the term because it's a little cliche, but it's just what pops into my head, like fencepreneurs. Those people.
We're live. We're live.
Yes, I only say it like 15 or 20 times. You know, I've been uploading all of our stuff onto womenfwa.com so that you can access our information.
With SWI Wyoming and Casper, to be exact.
Only.
Thank goodness. Could you imagine a couple of me?
No. And especially not a couple of you as a balancing mom.
That you're my best friend. You're my best friend.
I love watching everybody get all hyped up in the background now and giggling and laughing. Like, sets the mood for the whole episode.
I love it. I think it's the best intro ever.
It is.
I can't believe I'm on it.
Wait for the next one.
Is it going to be just super fabulous? I bet.
We'll they all are super fabulous.
Aww.
Okay.
Well, get us started, Heather.
Here we are. Oh my gosh. Welcome Tuesday. We're 2 weeks away from Christmas. And guess who we have in the house? All right, everybody. I think let's give a round of applause. We know Miss Mary Cobb, JC Gurney Signs. Let's start out, Mary. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What, starting like when I was born?
Well, you know, I mean,
what's the time I was born?
I don't want to go into the beginning of when you were born. Let's just get to when you were born. Let's get to where your life you felt like started.
Okay. Well, I went to school. Let's see. Well, one thing is I'm the oldest of four, so my mom's kind of always relied on me. So I've always kind of had a leadership role, even in the family. And, you know, when I went through my divorce, which we could go into, I don't know, but I was a Cub Scout leader and a Brownie leader. I've always taken over things, and in school I was in leadership positions. So I think I've been prepared all along the way. And then when my mom got pancreatic cancer, my dad stayed home with her about, it was 2010. And I had to step up and run the company. So that's when things changed, and I started doing all the day-to-day stuff that my dad did and everything else. So I was kind of in charge.
Did you say you were the oldest?
I am the oldest.
You are the oldest. Okay. And you have 3 siblings?
2 brothers and a sister.
2 brothers and a sister.
My mom had 4 kids in 7 years.
Wow.
They were busy. We never argued or anything.
If the Cobb house, well, the kind of house was shaking.
It's knocking. Do what, Susan?
I said, if the kind of house was shaking, you don't come a knocking.
You know, I don't know if anyone said that to my parents, but that'd be really funny. They would laugh. but it's pronounced Kinda. It's Hungarian.
Oh,
It's Kinda.
I didn't know that.
Everybody goes, "Are you kind of a fence person? Are you kind of this, kind of that?" I go, "Yeah."
I just think she's so kinda.
Oh my gosh.
But like
I'm
kind.
just saying that.
Yeah, guys, Kinda. This is what I learned when I visited. The first thing I learned when I visited the JC Gary offices. It's pronounced Kinda, and I love it.
And my grandfather's from Transylvania. My dad's dad in Romania. It was Hungary then, and so like we're part vampire.
Love that.
And I just
You
said,
know, you can stay up so late and party with us.
that's right. And they always called him Kindabachi. For Kinda, they said Kindabachi. So FYI, everybody needs to have a test on that and know.
Hey, I'm glad that you told me how to pronounce your maiden name.
Oh,
Because I think I put on there that you're kind of a big deal. I
I
did.
saw that.
that's
Did you see
sweet.
that?
That's sweet. I saw that. That's sweet. So when
But
they
it's
see
true.
my name all the time on TV, it's kind of this. I go, "Ooh, our name's on TV all the time, or in songs."
So how do you I guess that kind of goes into our second question there, Mary, is like, you were involved with the business when you were a child because your mom got sick and you were involved in your kids' functions and stuff. So that, I think that rolls right into the next question. That's basically how you got shaped. Is that what you would say?
So kind of, well, I went to college. My dad had me work part-time in the office because I was always a business major. So during college, I'd work in the summer sometimes for him, but he wanted me to get other positions. I was a Kelly girl. Anybody know what that is?
No,
It's like,
do explain.
a Kelly girl is like a Apple or someone else where you're a temp, and they would send you out on jobs. And I worked in all kinds of positions in the summer during college time. And then I'd look for part-time work. So my dad wanted to experience other offices. And then when he started JC Gurry, there's just my dad, my brother, and I, and my mom. We all punched holes and sheeted and did what we had to do. And it just kind of grew. We'd laugh at how many sales we'd have. We'd go, maybe someday we'll have $1 million or something. And it's like over time things have changed and it has happened, and it's really a blessing. But I started out just doing accounting, and then when I got married and had kids, I didn't work for 5 years. And then I went through my divorce, and my dad offered me a position back. So I came back, and I just mainly just did office work and didn't really go into purchasing and all the other stuff. Other people did it. And slowly, I just kept getting more hats and more hats. And now I do HR, I do the insurance. We pay 100% of our employees' health insurance, and we just now added dental to them. And we treat our employees like family, and we take good care of them, and they take good care of us, as you can see by how good our product is when it goes out. They care about every little detail, and so we take good care of them. And so I've just kind of done what my dad. I'm just going off and on. I don't know.
You are good.
No, we love you. We love
I'm going to get
hearing
on
all
the
of it.
tangent about you because I did not get to meet you until the Fence show.
I know.
And literally my heart just wrapped around your heart. Like you are a very genuine person. And so,
that's so
I
sweet.
think that I can see you completely taking care of your company, and because you take care of everybody else too. Like
I
you do.
love that.
Like,
It's in my heart. That's who I am. I like to do that.
I
And
mean, to know Mary is to love Mary, right, guys?
oh, gee, okay. Let's drink to that. No, I'm just kidding.
So Mary, one question that I do have, and it's not even on our list of things.
Oh no, she's adding
Here it
questions.
comes.
I
I
know.
knew it coming.
So was there a point in your life or what in your business? Because I know JC Gurry has been around for a very long time. And your dad used to run it, and your dad was the owner, and now it came to you. Was there a point where you had a conversation with your dad and said, your dad said, I want you to take it over, or is it something you just kind of fell into? And
That's an interesting question, Yadira, because my dad bought the company from John C. Gurry's widow. He passed away, and she, like my dad, and sold a sales company to him. He turned it into manufacturing little by little because he knew that. He knew tool and die and equipment. He was a mechanic. He just knew everything. Mm-hmm. So when it got time to do things, he told me, he goes, there was a time I said, Dad, I don't know what's going to happen. Do you want to just sell the company? No, I want you to have it. I want to leave it to you. You've been here, 45 years? He goes, you know how to do everything. I trust you to take care of it. And yeah, we did have a conversation. And when he first mentioned it, it was like 10 years before, I was scared to death. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much responsibility with taxes and all the state requirements and all these inspections, and because they come in.
You live in California.
Yeah, California, it's stupid. I wish we could pick this up and move it to another state.
You can go Indiana.
But it was intimidating because you're in charge of ordering materials and paying the bills and the payroll and the tax returns. I do all of that stuff, and it's a lot of responsibility, but little by little, I've taken it on and I can handle it, and it's a blessing. And we have such a good team here that they do a lot for me. It's really wonderful.
So I want to add a question that's not on the list to that question that Yadira just asked. I'm sorry. I mean, well, it's fascinating because this is our opportunity to dive deep with Mary, right?
Right.
So do you have your siblings working with you?
Point of contention there.
Oh, okay.
Both of my brothers had at one time. One brother that was working in the shop had a drug and alcohol problem. My dad had to let him go.
Okay.
Another brother is arrogant and knows more than everybody on the planet Earth, and he created issues. So he's a year younger than me, and he would come in. He's let's say he's a flower child, for instance. He was a hippie, played music, smoked pot, did his thing.
So Mary is human after all.
I knew it.
Wait a minute. Did I say I smoke pot? Actually, I did in college, though. Who didn't, right? You know, I was a party girl. But in those days, oh my God, I knew you were going to do that, you did. I knew something would come up. But yeah, but my brother, so they kind of worked here, but they just were floozy. My sister is an RN and not interested in business whatsoever. So no, so none of my siblings really are here, and they just, my dad, you know, they just didn't. He gave them an opportunity and they blew it.
Yeah, well, it happens in the best of families. I mean,
Oh my gosh, right?
Well, I guess that kind of
family dynamics all the time. I'm sorry, Susan.
No, you're good. No, it's true. It's good.
However, my daughter worked here. Becky, she was here for 20 years on the customer service desk. And when her husband sold his company, they moved up north to Truckee, California, where Lake Tahoe is. And she's retired, taking walks, drinking wine with her friends. And I'm going, what's wrong with this picture? Like, Mom is 71. I'm still working my ass off. And you're out there playing and goofing around. And I wanted her to take over the company. Oh, Mom, that's too much work. I don't want to do that.
So what are you going to do with your legacy? What do you have?
Well, we're in the works of discussing things because I'm not a young spring chicken for the, you know, I don't want to work when I'm 91.
I have to say, when you reach 91, you might look 50. Okay.
Yeah. If I'm still going on roller coasters, yeah, baby.
I mean, I'm just saying, girl, you got it.
So we're thinking about things. You know, that there will come a time when I'm going to have to move on and get a person, you know, who wants to maybe purchase the company. I hate to say that, but that could happen. You know, we're all business people. But someone that's going to respect the employees, my dad's legacy, and we have to be very careful as who we sell it. I'm not going to just sell it for selling it, you know?
Right. Well, that kind of leads me into what keeps you going even when things get tough? Because it sounds like, you know, you've had a long career, right?
Yeah, right.
And a very successful career. But I mean, I know that there were days that weren't easy.
Oh, there were years when it was tight. I remember 9/11 came and, you know, sales would go down and we still had payroll, and my dad would mortgage his house and put that money into the company so it could keep running. I mean, we struggled and paying bills. I'm like, okay, I'll give part to this supplier and I'll pay part to this one so that they'll be happy. No, we're not ignoring them, but we need the material again to produce. So we had to play that kind of budgeting or balancing. We learned to make it work and we got through it. And thank goodness for Mark, who's upgraded our pricing structure, and things are in a much better place now. And I'm able to pay our suppliers right away. And we're just having a lot of fun with the company, the trade shows, meeting you guys. I would say the fence show has probably been the best thing we've ever done. We love it. We love everyone there, the environment, the people.
Me too.
It's fun, and everyone cares.
Yeah.
You know, they're not stuffy. You go to a security show and they're like, what do you have? What kind of signs do you have? Well, how long do they last? Well, they're just real, not all the security people, but a lot of them are a different type of personality. Fencers are down to earth, great guys. And my dad always said, he even had a separate price sheet for fence people. He loved the fencing industry and he loved the fencers, and he always treated them really well. And
when did you start going to fence shows? Did you do that right away?
my dad did it way back when I was home with kids, but he did the AFA when it started. He was there from the beginning.
Really?
So he's been with AFA since day one, and that's brought a lot of fence business our way over the years.
Nice.
Okay, I got the next one. So like that brings us into, okay, so signs. How did you market a sign? How did you sell a sign? Like how did you, what is something people misunderstand about signs? It's not just a sign, right? That's your marketing.
Well, my dad marketed them because he was in industrial sales, and John C. Gurry used to have them made outside. He was like a middleman. When we started manufacturing, we just put that on our brochure, and my dad just put it out there with going to trade shows and advertising in trade magazines, and that's how we got that out there. Then mainly we got to talk about our product and the quality of it through trade shows for the most part. That's what really gave us a boost. But what was the other question about setting us aside?
Like what people misunderstand about signs. Like, like not everybody understands about building a fence, right? They think, oh, it's just a fence. I was one of those people.
Well,
or maybe not even just signs. Like people say, oh, I got to have a JC Gurry sticker. And then Mark's like, it's not a sticker.
Well, Mark's decided to do that. It could be a decal, or a lot of people say stickers. I let him get away with it. Mark doesn't. He likes to call them decals. Yes, thank you, Heather.
Yeah.
Mark, you didn't hear. Heather's got something for you, our signs, what sets them apart is the way we manufacture them, the way we screen print them, the way we laminate them. We use good inks. Where there's another printing. A lot of people use digital print. You're all aware of that. And it has its applications, but they're not meant to be long lasting out in the sun. As Yadira, and Heather, that you want your signs to last out in the sun.
Yep,
and yeah. And our signs used to, before AQMD at California came in and made us take we had to change the quality of the inks. Our signs used to last 20 years, and I'm not kidding. We have people that have told us that. But when we had to change the inks, we could only back up as many years as the ink manufacturers allow it to be. So that's why we laminate as well, for added durability to have the sign last longer. And a lot of people tell us they last longer than 5-7 years. So we're happy to hear that.
Our signs last forever.
And you know what's impressive to me is just simply knowing and personally seeing the facility that you guys have and how you operate and how you manufacture, how you guys make them in-house. I'm shocked by it. I mean, the entire process is just absolutely super cool to watch. To watch these people manually putting in the signs, laminating them, taking them out, packaging them. It's just very cool to watch that.
Well,
So I'm glad I missed the tour.
I know you missed it, Heather. You were sick.
But Sean did an amazing job of showing me. Like I got to watch this video. It was great. It showed.
And he did. He remembered every employee's name. I was so impressed with him, and he remembered what they did. But and I was sick that day too. I couldn't go either. But thank you, Yadira, because people see the hands-on. That's why it's a good product. It's not just made in a machine and tossed in there. Everything is touched by the people and checked out, and that's why it doesn't take a week. You can't just make a sign in a week.
Can we just pause very quickly and talk about how extra your husband is, Yadira?
I was thinking
all night long.
Thing. I literally was thinking that too, Susan.
He can't handle a podcast existing without him.
Brian is now giving away our trade secret. He wasn't supposed to know that the L's provide our ink.
My goodness. Okay, so I want to kind of change gears a little bit into something a little more fun. So what's a fun fact about you that most people don't know other than you smoked marijuana in college?
I mean, I was shocked.
Really? I was
Yeah.
anything in college. I did really good in college, but still. Mark also smoked pot in college. I did not know him. I did not know him at all.
Can't go down alone, huh, sis?
Nope. So I play guitar and sing. I've been a worship leader at Harvest, which is Greg Laurie. You guys might have heard of him. He's works with Billy Graham. I've been a worship leader for many years, and I did especially children's music where you do the action and have a lot of fun and play with the kids. I love kids. So that's a fun
Have you ever been to jail, Mary?
Where did that come from?
That was
Mark,
not on the list
Mark,
of questions.
you're gonna drive. That's a story. Do you guys really want to? Should I put it on national? Oh my! Mark,
Yeah, I need to know now. I need to know now. By the way, I'm going to bring a guitar on the cruise so you can play.
Okay. Once upon a time in college, I wasn't smoking pot, but I was at a party with my boyfriend, and we were kind of making out in another room. And all of a sudden, someone knocks on the door. You know how in those days you went from party to party. You didn't have cell phones, and we went someplace we didn't even know whose apartment it was. Everybody went to different places. Anyway, the cops came in and broke in at the apartment and said they were growing a bunch of pot in the kitchen. I'm like, I didn't know that. And so they arrested everybody there because way back in 1973, that's the kind of stuff they did. Yeah. And so I had to spend the night in jail, cried all night. It was horrible. And my brothers are laughing because they smoked pot, they sold pot, they were all involved, and they knew I didn't even know what pot really was. I mean, I just didn't even know what it smelled like. That's why I smoked pot after, because I got arrested for it. I went, well, damn it. If I got arrested for it, I got to at least try it once.
How long did it take for you to tell Mark that story?
Huh?
How long did it tell you to tell Mark that story? The first date? I'm just
asking. No. I'd say within 2 months, though.
Okay. I just had to know.
Every day. He said he got high every day in college. I would never have gone out with you. He had really curly hair, and he was 4 years younger than me then too, so I wasn't interested in someone that much younger.
He's not 4 years younger than you now, though, right?
Yeah, he is. He's 4.5.
He's
was he saying something?
No. Brian wants to see your gel tattoos.
I didn't stay long enough to get one.
Okay, well now I just have to know, do you have any tattoos?
No, I don't.
I'm impressed.
No, I don't want to.
You smoked marijuana, but you have no tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos.
Dang, you go, girl. I'm just learning all sorts of stuff with you today.
So
I have a lot of purses and shoes, though.
You are such a girl. I love it.
I know. This is nothing about, is any of this business? I guess we are talking some business, right?
Well, I mean, we want to know who you are. If the world doesn't know who Mary Cobb is, like, we gonna have beef, right? Like, straight up.
Oh, I do have something I want to do before time's up. See this picture, this photograph? Let me bring it over here. That's my dear old dad. That's at his desk. And he's the legend. He's the legend of J.C. Gurry and got everything going. He's smart with sales. He's a people person. See the smile in his face?
Yes.
He looks amazing like you. He looks like he has a big heart.
He does.
He does. He did have a big heart. He liked people. He liked to take care of people and help them with I can't tell you how many times he's financially helped people as well. And he loved his employees, and I learned so much from him. He mentored me, and Brian, you would have loved my dad. He would have.
I would have loved your dad too.
Yeah.
He would enjoy that we have gone to this level. He would have loved the FWA and that's happening.
He knows, Mary. He knows.
Yeah, I think
he's
so.
watching you. He's watching you.
He brought J.C. Gurry to where we're at, and we just brought it up a little more.
So do you still have the first fence sign that was ever done? Did you guys keep a copy of the first fence sign that was ever done?
My dad might have it somewhere in a pile. I don't know. I mean, we've been making them for so many years, and a lot of our signs were security at first. And
That would just be so cool to
this
like.
is a different industry, security, but security there is with fence. You want security. My dad's the one that came up with the fence sign, the yard sign with a stake on, and then the sign attached to it, like ADT, those yard signs. My dad's the one that came up with that and developed
Hey, Mary,
it.
let me pause you for just a second. Sylvia, shoot me an email at womenofFWA@gmail.com and I'll have somebody reach out to you. We'd love to work with you.
Yes.
So, because I know time is running out.
Yeah, it is.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, or what are your plans coming up?
Well, eventually, 5 years, I don't know. I'm hoping to eventually sell JC Gurry. I hate to put that out there, but we'll keep it going because I have a daughter and grandkids and everybody up north, and I want to be closer to them and see them more than once or twice a year.
Yeah.
I would like to be up there and taking care of great grandkids and traveling. I want to do Europe and do a lot of things that I don't have time for because I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
So I hate to put that out there and say that, but JC Gurry will still carry on and keep its quality products, no matter even if I'm not spearheading it anymore.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
that make sense?
Absolutely. I think that's beautiful. So I think a good way to kind of end this show is to see what the best advice you've ever received that you can share and pass on to us.
Never tell people lies in business, especially, and make up stories because it's going to catch up to you. You won't remember what lie you told to who. My dad told me that. You always be honest with customers. Always be honest because, like say, I'm sorry your order got postponed another week because our material didn't come in time. Be honest. Don't just make something up and lie to them. Or
It does. It does catch up with you. 100%.
It does. And so don't even think about lying. Just be honest with people.
I think that's
another reason why you're so genuine.
My dad taught me that. He's told me that years ago, and it stuck in my head. But I'm not that kind of person to tell lies anyway. I just don't want to do that. I like to have fun. Girls just like to have fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna start singing?
We're gonna dance.
Girls
and,
just wanna have fun.
What are you proud of?
But let's be honest, ladies. We all work hard. We're where we're at because we've worked hard. We focus. We look at things and take care of things and do what's expected of us. And probably all of us go more than what's expected, which is why we're at where we're at. We're at. I can't talk. I'm tired. But think about it. We all are hard workers, and these women of FWA, everyone's there because we support. We work hard, and we want to make things better. Right?
Definitely.
So I just want to say one thing really fast is that if you guys want to meet the real Mary Cobb, she'll be on the Fence Cruise.
Yes. Oh, yes, I will.
And so will Susan and Yadira and myself. If you guys want to meet us and hook up, we'll have some drinks, have some fun. We're excited.
Yes.
And that's going to be on February 2nd or 3rd?
I think it's
or 4th.
Or 4th.
It's the first week of February.
The first week in February.
The first week of February, Monday through Friday.
Yep. It's going to be a great time.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. You guys, thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I love you all. You're so much fun and you're wonderful people.
We love you too. And we love everybody in the fence industry as well.
Yeah.
So you guys all have a Merry Christmas. And
you as well.
We will talk soon, okay?
Okay. Take care.
Love you guys.